Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, blowers, and grillers.
We won the Super Bowl.
Listen guys, we're doing a special vlog today.
Because we won the Super Bowl!
Damn straight we did.
That's not why. We probably would have done it if we would have lost.
Well, we didn't, but our team did.
Our team did, but we would do this vlog even if they would have lost.
What are we?
Yeah, this is in the plans to do a Super Bowl.
We just would have been a lot angrier.
Quick conversation. I'm still angry.
Still angry?
Yeah,
Joe's always angry.
Some things I'm still angry
There's
about.
some guys that probably would have did this vlog a little bit better than us.
Who's
We're
that?
not gonna bring them up.
Carson Wentz and Nick Foles?
No, Jay.
Guys and gentlemen, Carson Wentz and Nick Foles, everybody. Move on over, Larry.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Guys, we're super excited, obviously, about the Super Bowl. We wanted to put a video out there of us talking about it, kind of giving us how we felt going through it, and what pissed me off about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great game.
Yeah, first of all, let's just say it could go down as one of the greatest Super Bowls in history, regardless if you're a fan of either one of the two teams. It was all forces go, all fire, all cylinders, all offenses were on fire, most yards ever in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Probably like 1 minute into the fourth quarter, that was a record.
Yeah, I mean, when the losing team has over 500 yards offense and never punt the ball.
It was ridiculous. They got sacked one time.
Yeah.
The greatest play
more than that
to ever go down in Philadelphia history probably is the sack. Strip fumble within field goal range, almost a game in hand, and it ended up being the game decided.
I hope you guys got to watch the game because it was like probably one of the most exciting games.
It was never Mississippi.
I was nervous as shit at the end of it.
Philadelphia's never won a Super Bowl, guys. It's a big deal if you're a sports fan, and a lot of people, you guys are a lot younger, may have grown up. Why? Yeah, you could have been 5 years old or 10 years old when your team was a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I waited only 39 years. He waited way longer than I did.
And why you guys say that?
Because the Super Bowl's only been around for 52 years, so he waited 52 years for them to win a championship.
I was 1 year old.
He was 51 years. So everybody knows how old he is now.
Yeah.
Let's try to help you out.
Actually, I was 2 because I'm going to be 54. But anyway, this was a great game. I mean, like, I get tired of stuff like, I'm telling you what, I know that there's a lot of sore losers out there. And everything.
Tom Brady's one of them.
But I was really surprised at this one at how many sore losers and butthurt people there were over this. I mean, for crying out loud, New England, you got 5 rings.
Yeah, what are you so worried about?
What the hell are you pissed off? And then that's what they're going to go back to now. It's like, well, we got 5 rings. You only got 1.
Well, yeah, but they won't even talk about it.
But we're going to be always like, yeah, but we just got the last one.
Yep. You can't. You have a hard time with the NFCs. You beat us once, lost in the Giants place. But what pisses me off,
go ahead,
right, about the whole Super Bowl situation is Chris Collinsworth. Period. He's an asshole. He's not an asshole. I like Chris Collinsworth. Always have. He was a Cincinnati Bengals receiver. Mm-hmm. Good player.
If anybody doesn't know who that is,
you probably don't watch football.
Yeah, he was one of the announcers on the
Super Bowl. He was so one-sided the entire game.
Yeah, he's usually not like that.
If he could say he was worse than Joe Buck, and Joe Buck's one of the worst.
Right.
This dude, Chris, I love you, bro, because I know you watch your videos.
But dude, could you make it any more obvious who you wanted to win?
It was ridiculous. I'm surprised you can get any words out with as much as Tom Brady's cock that you had in your mouth. It's true. He should be like, Brady, but he wasn't. And he's an asshole, man.
I'm telling you what, and it's just like some of the things that he was saying about because there was 2 calls in that game,
2 touchdowns
that people were really like, oh, it shouldn't have been, they cheated, blah blah. No, they didn't. First of all, you can't call a team a cheater, right? For a call that the refs make, you can't do that.
I don't think anybody really calls a cheater.
No. I saw people even tweet it out.
Really? Well.
And you can't do that. No, cheating would be like, taking air out of a ball. That would be cheating. Or getting the calls from the other team.
Or stealing a game film or practice film, going there recording practices.
That's cheating.
Probably cheating.
A bad call by a ref isn't cheating. Now, granted, in your mind you could say it's a bad call.
Yeah, right. Okay, good.
But
first of all,
I watched the game, and it's like with Clement.
I watched it.
Yeah, with Clements in the end zone.
There's some Glasgow, by the way.
There was no bobble in the ball. He just readjusted the ball. It wasn't like he was like, oops, slip.
No, nothing happened to it.
He moved it from here to here.
Right. He was moving the ball. And he had more than 3 feet inbounds. And another thing I want to bring up about Corey Clemens is completely off topic.
I love the guy.
In an interview, he mentioned Shalek, our alma mater. It was a laughable situation.
But
he's like, oh, what, he's like playing Shalek, right? And they're like, oh, Shalek. They sucked when he played us.
I tweeted to him today. It's not like he cares at all about that. But I was like,
unless he watches.
I was like, way to represent South Jersey.
Yeah, baby, huge. Glassboro's guys is like
10 to 15 minutes.
From here, 10 to 15 minutes. It's where Rowan University is. I mean, it's local to us. And I played Glassboro in high school football growing up. Not for him. I'm way older than this guy, but. What a great story that guy's. The entire team is full of great stories, but the catch was controversial. And then the Zach Ertz touchdown, shut up already. This guy, I swear to gosh. When the game was over, I think Chris Connors was still sitting there going, all right, wait, I don't know about that one. Blatantly, he had the ball and walked like a half a mile then fell.
That one was the most ridiculous one in my view.
And Chris Collinsworth couldn't shut his mouth then.
At least the one with Corey Clemens, you could sit there and say, okay, he shifted the ball.
You can argue it.
You can argue that.
Yep.
But the one with Ertz, the rule from my understanding is you have to catch it, show that you have control, and make a football move.
Football move, yep.
Well, not only did he not bobble it at all, he ran like a few yards.
He ran so far, the Proclaimers made a song about him saying, I would walk 1,000 freaking miles. He walked forever.
And then he dove with control.
And then he caught it.
And it broke the plane. And from my understanding, all it has to do is break the plane.
Once you make a football move, you get 3 steps, you are considered like a running back. So all you have to do at that point is break the plane. I mean, you don't have to do anything else. And if I had to hear one more effing time about they made such a good move putting Gilmore on Jeffrey. We never heard from him in the second half. He said the same statement 7 times that I counted, and I had at least 11 beers during the game. So he probably said it 18 times, to be honest with you.
At least. And then there was, you could say whatever you want about the game, but
you see yellow?
Yellow. But the fact of the matter is it was a great game.
It was. So let's my rating's over. I feel like the officiating, they missed some holding calls, missed a penalty in the end zone, but for the most part, really good called game. They called it really loose. They weren't calling holds on the Eagles or on the Patriots, so it went both ways.
I mean, I only remember like one call on the Patriots, though. I don't even remember.
Yeah, there's only like 4 in the Eagles, so it wasn't that horrible.
No, it wasn't. But I saw a lot more than that, and I'm sure if they would have did a lot more close-ups, I would have saw a lot more other stuff going on and everything.
But I thought there were 4 blatant holds that should have been called, but there was probably like.
And what about the pass interference in the end zone?
I already mentioned that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you weren't listening.
No, I was probably thinking my thoughts.
But like you have when I watch my team play, I watch the Eagles on offense. I don't see the holds because I'm watching the play. I'm not worried about the holds.
Right.
When they're on defense, I see all the holds. So I think you tend to see your team get held more than they actually hold. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Because there's a lot of holding.
There's a lot. I think they were called. It's about the consistency on how they call the game.
Oh yeah.
Right. So if you're gonna call the hold, calling everybody. They were pretty consistent throughout the game. Mm-hmm. I felt like it wasn't a bad officiated game, and even if the Eagles weren't in it, I would have probably found it to be one of the most entertaining football games of all time.
Can I just say one more thing that actually pissed me off? Well, I mean,
because I was turning it the other way.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
One other thing.
I'm still pissed off. Don't let it fool you.
One other thing that pissed me off is some of the Vikings fans. We're voting. Yes, there's one right there. That voted. We're rooting against the Eagles because we beat them.
You know what I mean?
And then I'm just gonna call somebody out on Twitter. I don't know exactly their handle on there, but they're gonna know who it is.
Good buddy.
They sat there and said they tweeted out that the Vikings should have been playing against.
No, they shouldn't. They're the other ass.
The Patriots. No, they should not.
I'll give you his handle.
If they would have freaking beat the Eagles, then they deserve. But
that person's an idiot.
They got crushed.
They got their asses whooped, and you got lucky to even play the Eagles because you shouldn't even been there because there's a blown call against blown play.
And then
against the Saints.
I saw another one.
That's lucky.
I saw another one that said that the Steelers should have been there. No, they shouldn't have.
Jaguars worked your ass.
If they should have, they would have won, but they didn't win.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, you know what else pisses me off?
What pisses you off?
Nothing against Pittsburgh, but all these people saying, "Oh, look at all these Philly fans! Look at all this happening." So after the Eagles won the Super Bowl in Philadelphia, yes, there were a few different situations. A car was flipped, which is completely dumb. Always people were on top of an awning and it fell through, which is again stupid.
Which I thought was kind of funny because like some of them got hurt, and I'm like, "What do you think?"
Well, you're just dumb.
You're sitting on top of an awning. What do you think?
There was a fire that was started.
They turned over a car.
I said that already.
Oh.
Again, in his own fault. There was a fire that was started, which wasn't like a fire on a building. It was a fire in the street. Didn't cause any damage.
Right.
There was 3 arrests. Right? 3 arrests.
You're right.
Not that bad.
There's going to be more.
Right. And then there was some idiot who ate poop, like horse manure.
Yes, I saw that.
What a dumbass. So, guys, there's jabronis.
He probably has some kind of parasites in his...
Right. There's jabronis in every fan base. There's idiots out there that are
You know
going
how
to do
I
something
can prove
stupid.
that there is?
No, but tell us.
Look at the comment section. 10%. 10% of people...
Are jabronis.
Are a-holes.
They're jabronis.
It's a fact.
So, in New England, just so I want to just put it out for everybody, in New England, after they lost the Super Bowl, even though they have 5 rings, and this is our first Super Bowl ever, this is all happened in Philly.
Right.
In New England, 12 arrests, 6 people had to go to the hospital because of injuries, and their whole riot, there's a riot.
Yeah.
They had to get tear gas, and you don't see anything about it on the media because people are like, oh, Philly threw snowballs at Santa Claus 50 years ago!
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that's one of the things that bothers me, is like, you can't say it about a whole bunch of people just because a few people act a certain way.
In every group.
It's the way it is. You put a bunch of alcohol in young guys, and you put young guys together, chances are there's going to be a few that act like an idiot.
Even when I talked to Swift, who went to the Eagles
I do have one more thing to say about that, but I'll go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you say it first.
No.
I can remember my thoughts.
Because it might be the exact same thing.
Oh, so you talked to Swift too?
Yeah, this is about Swift.
So, yeah, let me get first because I brought the topic up, right? So, I talked to Swift. He said it was a little rough going into the game, right? But once he got into the game, he said it was okay. He got some asshole chants, which you deserve. If you're wearing, if I go to Minnesota wearing an Eagles jersey, I expect to get yelled at. It should never get physical. It should be asshole when you walk into your seat the first time, then it kind of should be kind of level out.
Right.
He said when he went in there, it wasn't that bad. The fans were fine. The fans he was actually around were okay. But going into the game, you get all these a-holes who are out there drinking all day in the parking lot that aren't even going into the game.
Right.
They're the ones throwing the beer cans at people and being stupid.
Right.
Like,
there's certain people that just look for that.
you know what I mean?
That's
So
what they
my
want to
advice
do.
is, guys, if you go to Philadelphia to see a game, keep a jacket on in the parking lot. Once you get inside the stadium, I think you're going to be okay.
Okay, and I'll piggyback on that.
Piggyback on it and
because I was talking to Swift too, and I said, you got to think to yourself. You're
First of all,
going
you're
to
redheaded. No,
you're going to a game as an enemy to that stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You're the opposition right now. You're going there, and now you're toting. You know,
The gear.
You got your gear on there.
Scarf on.
Like in his case, he's got his
And a scarf.
Yeah, and his whatever the hell what was that called? The
Scarf, hiking. He has a whole Vikings gear. Does he have it all?
Yeah. So you're going there doing that. Now, you're guaranteed, I don't care what stadium you're at, that you're going to get something said to you. Right? So you better grin and bear it because you're an enemy in that
That's
stadium.
it. I mean, you're going to get something yelled at you. And that's what you should expect.
Right.
Get a rise out of everybody.
You
Have
know
fun
what that's
with
like,
it.
Joe? That's like, I was going like this, we're talking. That's like me going to freaking North Korea with a flag on my shirt that says I love Trump on my shirt and not expecting that I'm probably going to get spat on or something said to me or shot or something. You're going to enemy territory. What do you expect?
Look, I never think
I'm not saying that it's right.
It should ever get physical, ever. It should. Things should never be thrown at anybody. Even beer thrown at somebody, unless you deserve it. Which there are. I've been to games and people are such a-hole fans that they deserve it. But all when you walk to your seat, get a little a-hole chant going on, whatever. You know, I get it. And then you should be able to enjoy your game. And I think that's really 95% of the time in the stadium, 95% of the time in the stadium.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get. People are paying their money to go there. They understand you're a fan. They're not going to give you too much shit about it, especially after they win the game. They're going to be like, hey, tough balls. We like, because we don't hate the Vikings. We never play them.
Right. I'll tell you what.
And they had Randall Cunningham, one of the greatest Eagles of all time.
Had the Vikings beat us, I would have been.
I would have rooted for the Vikings. That's what
pisses exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what makes us mad.
So why would you root for Tom Brady, who has 5 rings?
Why would you root for the AFC when you're an NFC team?
He's a devil.
It don't make any sense.
He's like
the devil.
He's the Empire in Star Wars.
I didn't really appreciate that he couldn't even go shake our quarterback's hand.
That's another thing that really pisses me off, right? So there's a double standard there, and this might even start like this could be an hour-long video, guys. You want to stop right now. So when Tom Brady does something like that,
this is where it's getting good.
When Tom Brady does something like that, it's considered he's just a competitor. He
couldn't find all blah.
But when someone like Cam Newton does that, who have done that in the Super Bowl,
he would have got ripped apart.
He's a thug.
Oh, yeah.
He did get ripped apart. He's a thug. He has no back ring. He doesn't care about the game. He has no what's the word I'm thinking of? No integrity. Yep. It's such BS. No, I was talking about double standards with Tom Brady. Like everybody's like, no, brush it off. No big deal. He's just a competitor, and that's why he didn't go on the field and shake Nick Foles' hand, which he should have done. Codas did it. He should have done it. But Cam Newton kind of pulls the same thing every now and again. And I think but everybody calls a race car, he's a thug.
Right.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. I think what it is Cam Newton's kind of a baby. I think Tom Brady is kind of a baby.
Yeah.
And they're sore losers. I think they're used to winning their entire life as far as when it comes to sports. And I think they're like little babies.
Yeah.
But the problem with me is that there's a double standard. Like, I've heard it. It happened in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. When Cam Newton did it, then he won the Super Bowl.
And then the thing is, like, you can't use the excuse that you can't find him. What do you mean you can't find him? He's on the football field. Naturally, he's probably where all the reporters are right around because he just got MVP of the game. Yeah. How can you not find him?
The problem was he was so worried his feet were cold. He wanted to get his Uggs on.
Is that what it was?
What dude wears Uggs? Tom Brady. I know. I understand he's one of the greatest of all time. I get it.
Yeah, he
ridiculous what he did during the game.
Yeah.
Well, it's out there. Ridiculous what he did.
It was. I just don't understand when you're at that level.
Baby, why wouldn't you want to pay respect?
40. He's 40.
Yeah, right. Like, that's my age.
Yeah.
He's older than me, and I'm smart.
So you already lost the young
punk age. You know what I mean? When Cam was pulling that crap, at least he was a young guy.
Yeah.
This dude,
how he'll mature, he'll learn. Now that card's gone.
Tom Brady already matured and learned.
Yeah. We're gonna end this one now because we'll probably be talking about this off camera the rest of the night.
I'm getting ready to tell him a story about Kevin Hart. It's gonna be very funny.
Yeah. So when he was drunk.
Oh, you see it?
I didn't see it, but
dude, it was so great.
I saw him tweet
I will tell you guys
apologize for it.
I will tell you guys too.
It's like not my best moment.
Doing that. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You can YouTube it. They're doing the post game stuff. Right? Deion Sanders are all there.
Right.
Kevin Hart comes up because he's from Philly. He's an Eagles fan, and he's hammered. He's like, this is the greatest thing, blah blah blah. He's like, well, f them. I gotta go. He said the F word, and it's not TV. He's like, I shouldn't be doing this. He put the microphone down and walked away. But in fact, at that moment, you can see his face. He's like, this is why I shouldn't be up here. All right, I'll see you all later. It was
I had some beers. I gotta get out.
You'll watch it later.
Well, he did say something about he dropped the mic.
He dropped the mic.
He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, you guys should all watch it. It's very funny. You'll laugh about it later.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our ranting.
And for all of you guys on Twitter, because there were a lot of people that, and even the Patriots fans on Twitter that let me know you're rooting for Pats. That's great. Nobody was A-holes. Everybody's happy the Eagles won for us.
I have some great friends that are Pats fans.
Thank all you guys for pulling for the Eagles if you were because of us. And thank all you Pats fans that were very congratulatory for us. It's hard for your team to lose in the Super Bowl no matter what. I appreciate you only having 5 and not 6.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's next year.
And we love you all, but cheesesteak will always be better than a lobster roll.
That's the way we look at it. And until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, and we'll meet you at the lounge.